Goldcrest Resources is a mineral exploration company, and we're focused, you can probably guess by the name, on gold. And we're looking in northeast Ghana. Ghana historically has been one of the top 10 gold producers in the world, and where we're looking in the northeast historically has been very underexplored. And we have two licenses there, Fumbisi and Zamza, and together they cover just over 700 square kilometers. And that's a quick summary. Basically, Randgold started exploration there from 2006, and they worked up until about 2009. And what they had was a much larger regional license, a reconnaissance license, and they were really doing early stage exploration work. So they were doing mapping, regional soil sampling, looking at general structures that would be of interest. And from that, they narrowed down into a series of prospects, such as Zamza in our license, Kadema, Fumbisi. And they then did infill soil sampling, trenching, pitting, and work looking at the regional geophysics in the area. And as a result of that, they defined the targets which we're now looking at. And they basically had the licenses up until early 2009, which was the global financial crisis. And at that stage, they did a strategic review of all their projects, and they actually pulled out of Ghana altogether. At the time, it was it's relatively early stage for them. It's not really significant. And they said, I think in their own annual report, that at the time it was cheaper to acquire stakes in companies on the market than it was to try and do the exploration yourselves. So I think that's really how the history of how they got involved and then they left. One of them is called Zamza and the other is Fumbisi. And at the Zamza license, what we have is a 14-kilometer golden soil anomaly, which Randgold defined. And one of the encouraging things about it is that the trenching they did across the full 14-kilometer strike has consistent anomalies going down to bedrock, and that shows that there's a source to the gold. It's not just it's not just on surface, and there's also a number of artisanal workings in the license further to the north at Kadema. So what we have at the Zamza license is largely drill-ready targets that are waiting for someone to go and do the next stage of exploration on them. And the second license, which is Fumbisi, it's a lot earlier stage, but it's potentially even more exciting. And what we have there is we have a soil anomaly in the east of the license where Randgold did some work, but the majority of the license is completely untouched. It's basically virgin. And in the center of it, there's a small-scale mining license, which in Ghana is what the Minerals Commission they create to try and regulate significant artisanal mining. And we were the first exploration company earlier this year to go and visit that. And one of the things that was really encouraging was the size and the scale of the artisanal workings there. And I mean, you can walk for a couple of kilometers and see the pits and the open pits and the shafts that they've sunk in the area. And this is both in the small-scale license and in our license, which immediately surrounds it. So I think that what we have there is we have a really blue sky opportunity to do the first exploration on a part of Ghana that has had absolutely none at the Fumbisi license. So that's really exciting for us as well. To date, the company has been funded principally by the directors and associated companies. So we've been putting in the money ourselves, and I think that one of the reasons we'd like to move the company onto AIM is precisely so that we can access more funding, a broader range of investors, and enable us to really begin serious exploration on the licenses. Well, one of the things that attracted us to Northeast Ghana originally was the fact that it's got the right geology, it's got artisanal workings, it's got historical results that indicate and prove anomalism across the region. But what it hasn't had is the exploration. And so we saw an opportunity to go in and to an extent be one of the first movers there and really pick up the best licenses that we thought were there. And going forwards, I think there's a lot of other attractive prospects and targets in the area. And if we really focus in on northeast Ghana and specialise there, I think it will give us the best chance of success going forwards.